I'm just noobing this up, guys. I'm sorry. All right. Let's filter a little bit better. There we go. All right, we're getting there, guys. All right. Welcome, everyone. I am working on getting this taken care of. There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. I'll do it right there. Just checking my screens here, make sure we're good to go, and we get rocking and rolling, gents. Excellent, excellent. Getting one more here set up. Should have done this all beforehand, but you know, we're just getting used to this. We're all growing together, right? Okay. All right. Well, welcome in. I'm going to be doing a little bit of campaign prep for my ongoing campaign that I have, my live campaign, home campaign. And then I'm going to be doing a little bit of work for the D&D campaign that I'm doing for people just joining and getting into D&D as well. Okay. We getting there. Getting all this. Guys, I am the worst at social media trying to do this here. There we go. I think this is working. We're going to get started here in just a second. Oops. Next time I should do this all when I'm chilling instead of when people are watching me do it. So I apologize if you are getting this exhilarating look at me. But I promise you, it's going to be worth it, right? I can't promise that. I'm not that entertaining. I'm going to be real, guys. Going to be real. All right. Last thing I need to do, people. We will get into it. Maybe. All right. So one thing I do want to say is two tools I have been religiously using is Archivist AI. I actually did a video on that I will go ahead and post on my Twitch just so you can guys see kind of me getting used to it. It took some very minimal work to be able to do. But once you get everything in, which actually that's what we'll do. We're going to dive into that. So I'm going to get more information in it. Get that rocking and rolling. So therefore, this weekend, I can get that good to go. But I will put that in there. So in the chat, and then Legend Keeper is how I'm doing my notes, which I've gone back and forth, and I still am with Obsidian and Legend Keeper. I may go Obsidian because I can make a wiki out of Archivist AI, which is the part that I didn't want to pay extra for. So we shall see. But thanks for dropping in, guys, for having just a chill time diving into everything here. My team, my campaign with my team, I'm in work mode, my goodness. Just did a big battle. So actually we will review this. I rewrote it a little bit. So my team just, it's in the midst of a boss encounter or in camp. So, whoa. Oh, got it. Okay. So, yep. This is kind of where they're at currently. Cool part is, let me see if I have it, is I'm going to be having 2 maps work depending on whose round it is. This is going to be the entrance to the temple, and the wolves, in essence, are going to be dragging the characters out in attempting to throw off the cliff. Now, they are on one of the highest mountains in my world of Odessa, in the realm. So, if they get thrown, it is a pretty much an insta death. Whoa. Sorry about that, guys. Thought that was already over here. Okay. So in essence, and I just want to test this out. Whoa, that looks terrible. That right there, the entrance, and then I'd have them being drug out. And then when they get close enough to here, then I'll do a last roll to see if they can survive being thrown off the cliff. But it will pretty much be a gauntlet of saving throws that they would have to fail to get there. Well, I hope they don't have to do that, but sometimes you just gotta go by what the dice says, right? So. Wolves persistent attack can cause them falter. Meanwhile, Lily faced Fenris, again in her vision, resoluting rejecting his influence. As her chest pulsed with energy, she felt the weight of her struggles, but also the strength of her resolve. The battle remained fierce, the party prepared to confront the challenges ahead, determined to save Lily and outcome the dark forces that sought her to claim her. Now, the part that I am thinking about doing is having an epic battle happen on the outskirts of the temple. So, like, here. They can't really get to, but if they went to it, they would figure out that there's a giant other battle happening. And when I say other battle, like a dragon fighting God outside of that. But let's see. Okay. I'm just going to put bullet points. We're not really going to get in the depth of writing things or in the depth of cinematic flair or anything like that. I'm just going to pretty much brain dump. And then from there, we're going to see what we can make happen. So, dragon, generous fight, temple. Let's see. How to go affect the players. Player actions based on who's winning. And that's an idea. Alpha Wolf. That's on Alpha Wolf. Now these wolves are more spiritual. They are not normal dire wolves or anything like that. So it'd be a little bit different in how I would portray them via stats. They were doing bite and necrotic damage prior. So let me see. Looking up one thing from the previous. There we go. Sorry about that. That was in your ears. I do apologize. I'm trying to do one last thing on my socials and being that guy. So I apologize for being that guy. Again, should have done this beforehand. Super noob at the streaming thing. But we're getting there. We are getting there. If anybody tells you differently, they're probably right. All right. Come on. Sorry, guys. I did not realize that was going to happen either. We are gonna. I'm not good at this, guys. I'm sorry. I will probably, hopefully, get better over time, right? In theory. Let's see here. Okay. We're good. All right, let's dive in. Let's get to the get, right? All right. Boring stuff done. Let's go. So. Let's see. I haven't done that yet, where they do a big battle, and once they get done and actually seem that they are taking the tide, someone comes in and starts doing a resurrection on them. It's harsh, it's mean, but I like it. And I don't think that they would foresee a wolf having counterspell. But again, this is coming from a god, Fenris. Don't mind me on the top of this. All right. Very sorry. I haven't eaten all day today, so. Have any lurkers there? What are you guys thinking? I think we need to build Alpha Wolf. I think I have a previous done stat block for that. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to use a little bit of AI magic to give me some art. Let's see what we can do here with that. Primal God Fenris. And counter spell. That's infinite things and white ghostly smoke. Let's see what happens. Let's do some shenanigans out there and see if we can make awesome. And what I'm going to do is I have my... So I'm just going to use this as an opportunity. So I put the link for my first time D&D player game. First advertised it. I'm going to put it on Instagram as well, probably by the end of the night. I have it on TikTok. What I'm doing is offering a free game to people who have not played before to be able to join a game for the first time and really experience how it is to play D&D. So I got this. It's a little too kiddish than what we're going for here, right? So let's see what else we can make here. Make it a little bit more library. Library. And also give you guys a snapshot of something I've been working on as well. You guys a first look into it. I'm real excited about it. All right, let's go back. Colors, acid, acid. Menacing? That's a, I can't spell that. Why can I not spell menacing? There we go. Wrong vowel, Josh. Let's see what we can make here. I love it though. I'm gonna use that for something else. That's gonna be used. Something. Really, really cool. I like that a lot, actually. So while that's rocking and rolling. It's taking us pretty little time. So we can do, that's Oathfall. Can I put a different? Ooh, I can. Okay. What should we name? I want to get this going, get that token, and I think I'm gonna shift over to my new one. What should we call the campaign I'm gonna be doing for the other guys, the new players? I'm pretty sure I'm using this wolf as their big bad evil guy. Oh, big bad wolf. Big bad wolf. We need a different. We're just gonna. No. Okay. Yeah. This is what we're gonna do, folks. I'm gonna get this. All right. This is what it. Projects. Oathfall. I want to get both of them in here. Final stand. Boom, boom. This is the more menacing one that it came up with. I'm down with it. That's what we're going to be utilizing. But man, this is happening here for the other one. We're pivoting hard. I didn't think this is going to be a thing. But here we are. right, give me one quick second here. I'm just gonna take this phone call. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter called me, and as I said in chat, she's more important than you guys, so I need to take that phone call. But let's make the campaign the Big Bad Wolf. This is the campaign. We'll just do a brief. Let's see. That's not what I needed. There we go. Okay. Here. Copy. Big Bad Wolf. For funsies, we're going to keep the name Fenris. Big Bad Wolf. Fenris. So, we need a starting town for our friends and our adventurers. Make it easy on us. Report. Town. Report. So if I can give a tip or anything like that, make anything and everything a 6th grader can read. Because if you make and pre-do, not pre-do, what is that? Pre-do? But pre-do, that's going to be NPC. Pre-do, that's Pedro. Pre-do. He's going to be a gnome, because of course. Pre-do. Okay. That's happening. So we're going to do this to help us out. But, so, super pro tip for DMs. Always make sure that if we are I can make me bigger now and then shorten this, so we're gonna do that. It's maneuvering in here a little bit. Filters. There we go. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry if I'm making anybody sick looking at me. Don't look at me right now. Don't look. All right. The 6th grader could read. So go back to it. We're in reverse here real quick. So any kind of pro tip I can give any kind of people who are looking to become a DM, make everything fun, but make us look at the 6th grader can read. Because you're going to make notes. You're going to pre-plan everything. You're going to build a full city, and your group's not going to get there for months. Got to factor in sessions being canceled, people just not be able to show up, and of course the instantaneous party just sees the magical treasure and walks the other way. So it could be months of real life that you would never be able to get to this town. You're going to forget how you said things. I made a map that was insane, right? It had different languages of I tried to do like German for dwarves and everything like that. The worst ever. The worst ever. People would get to towns and I would stumble over them. And then I got to the point that I would just stumble over the town, and then whatever they came up with, the players would make fun of it, and then I would just adapt the word that they were making fun of with it. So, but The town is going to be Freeport. That's a homage to my EverQuest. And the NPCs, Predu, a gnome. Let's see here. What else can we do? What are we thinking? I know I got a lurker, but if anybody else is out there, what else should we have in there? I think we need to have a robot. Helping robot. So this is going to be redo. What should we name the robot? ESL 2.0. And for Boom Shakalaka 2.0. What do you guys think? Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Oop, sorry about that, guys. Hold on. Realized I had my office door open, and my dogs are very loud when that door is open. Now you should hopefully not hear them. But let's see here. Actually, I think I like that. Helping Hands 2.0. Or should I go to V2? V2.0? Helping Hands V2.0. So, the gimmick behind him is fourth wall breaking character, able to assist characters in moving forward with the campaign. Because your first campaign, you're always really nervous. You don't know what you can and can't do, even though D&D is an endless, vast of possibilities. Having that helping hand, I'm actually liking the name a lot more now. Having that helping hand can really, really assist the players on that. So I'm really thinking about giving them the Three Little Pigs storyline. And the Big Bad Wolf. To make it a little bit more gruesome. Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf. The Big Bad Wolf throws fireballs. Let's see. What do you guys think, chat? I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So let's see. Let's go. So I need to get the 3 pigs' names. 3 pig. Pig 1, pig 2, 3. Should one of them own a store? Okay. Not the freeze. These little pigs. Let me think here. Right. All right. Let's get some inspiration. Town maps, D&D style. I want something more fun. With labels. There we go. I mean, yes, think about that. We'll use this as inspiration, right? Copy. Thank you, D&D Reddit. Mad Props, who is just gonna do this while you get it. So props in this artist. Jared draws Jared. Giving that kind of inspiration. That's the style I was looking for. So let's go here. And again, I'm all for using real artists and everything like that, but I don't got time, nor do I have the funds to properly pay an artist for their time. I have had artists say, oh, I'll do it for $10. I can't bring myself to pay people that small for work, like good work. So pigs. I am not even going to go back and update my typos in that. Okay. So we wait for that real fast. But we are I'm really excited for this campaign. If anybody wants to join, I did, and I can repost it if need be. There's a Google form you can fill out. Still have spots open. I'm doing 3 tables with 3 players at each. And it's going to be no bait and switch or anything like that. It's completely free. I myself just want to bring people who have not had the opportunity to play D&D beforehand to get that opportunity. A lot of the times I look on TikTok and Instagram and everything like that, and I see people who state that they have not been able to have a party or a DM to be able to assist them get their first game. So I am opening it up so therefore people can play D&D. It is a very inviting community. It's just very intimidating to get into. It is a very vast game. So with that said, I'm just slowly but surely, big bad wolf, drag elements. Oh, now we're being like that, huh? All right. All right, let's check this Freeport map out together, shall we? All right. It's gonna. That's awful. Orcs tears? Jesus. This all needs to change, doesn't it? Detail. This is why you pay money for people, guys. So, 4 pigs. No, it is living. Pigs. Yeah. All right, let's adjust. That's what we do here. We had a lot of success with first part. I apologize if you can hear my dog in the background. I think I edited it so you can't. I'm going to repost the forum just in case anybody's interested. Still going. But I'm real excited to be able to do this for everyone. I think it is going to be really, really fun. I got some people reaching out to me I reached out to one person that literally posted on his TikTok in a video saying that he really wants to play and just never had the opportunity to. So I just reached out and said, hey, here you go. Apply here. So we shall see. I'm excited for it. Let's see about that map. The map's taking a little bit longer than last time, so. Oh, he actually messaged me. He just picked up Player's Handbook miniatures. That's awesome. So it's all about bringing people together, right? And that's what we can do. All right. This is a bit better, but I think it's a little too kiddish in some things. All right. Take out. Make it a little easier for us. I'll have a map here shortly, guys. I know you're guys looking at a grid, but we will get there. If anybody has any questions or anything like that they want to ask, here, I'll put this back up, so therefore it's not just a grid for you guys. About D&D or anything like that, please go ahead and pop in the chat in the doobly-doo. I'm more than happy to help you out. And I appreciate everyone being here when we're doing this, just hanging out. All right. So we're probably gonna be doing this for another hour or so. We're gonna get the meat of this free campaign. I'm gonna get that set up so therefore we can get that rocking and rolling. Let's see. There we go. Now we're cooking. Cool. Not cooking. Guys, I suck at this. I'm sorry. It's exhilarating stuff probably for you guys, right? Honestly, if you're thinking about being a DM, this is being a DM. This is what it's like. What should we do here, guys? The free campaign. I think it should all be in one town. Should be investigation in it. Thoughts? So we're going to do a big bad wolf. I think I'm going to have them all starting at level 3 as well. I thought about doing an homage to my first campaign and having them going against a witch with the stereotypical chicken walking hut. But decided against that one. My first campaign was a multi-year campaign. It was awesome. Anybody can get a group of people to dedicate their time, much less we were going once a week during COVID to 2 to 3 hours a week to hanging out with a bunch of people and hanging out with the same people. That it's special, guys. That's what people talk about, the togetherness of D&D, the community that it builds and everything like that. That's what they're talking about. So, all right, I got a foundation here for Freeport, folks. I dig it. All right, so save. Let me save over Freeport. Yarp. Create map. Freeport. Boom. All right. Oh, it didn't go in again? Come on. Come on. Freeport. Boom. So enable pen dragging where permitted. Zoom in, zoom out. New pen. So we're gonna go with blue. Church of Lights. Again, guys, we are not trying to recreate wheels here or anything like that. Oh, jeez. No. No. Don't just have a pin? Yeah. Boom. There we go. Can I not move them? We got the church. And then we need to go back over here. We need a name that said pigs. I'm not really going to make them pigs. I'm going to make them people. But we're pretty much going to be doing the Three Little Pig story. They have to fight off the big bad wolf. So, big bad wolf, Fenris. And then I'm having a wolf notes. Oh, Fenris notes. Gust of air. Attack. All right. Gust of air attack. We're going to be doing, he needs to have something with this. So, acid add-on is bite claws. Okay. So let's see. Oh, this needs to be deleted. This is renamed map. Okay, so we got a Church of Light. We're gonna have there we go. Oh, name of. We need to have one of the 3 NPCs. Predu's tablet. Template. No. Alright. Watcher. Tower. use house, church of light. Yeah, this. Delete. We're just gonna say docs. Boom, baby. Docs. Not special. That's a town hall. Mary Beth's house. Shoot, no. Don't cluster. Brilliant. Mary Beth. Redo. Another person there. You're just thinking, guys. Just thinking. What else can we do here? What else are we thinking? Anybody has any ideas? Just drop in the chat. I'm kind of thinking of here. I do want them to have multiple fights. It's a 3-hour session, so I can't have too many. But I do want to see if I can have something for them more than just research wolf, protect against wolf in 3 hours, which I know will be difficult. So we need to have, I want to have a stakeout, not a steak. I'm hungry, guys. All right, milestones. And again, these can 100% change based on how they go about it. But I've been watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I just want to do a stakeout. I want them to take the time to be able to watch out for a, you know, a force or anything like that. So that's my thought process there. Let's see what else. So a stakeout, maybe mystery for acid law marks. I will say, if anybody is thinking about doing this campaign, maybe don't watch this part because I'm trying to test words. Thinking of things like that. I have an idea of what I want to do, but let me think here. So. Oh, I need one more. So Mary Beth is going to be a human female. Runs local farm up north. She farms soybeans. I want to put edamame, but I can't spell it. Edamame? Edamame? Edamame. This is why I'm never trying to spell, and this is why I need and like that. So we're gonna put peas. I can spell that word. So anybody who says you need to be smart to be a DM is utterly incorrect, because I'm here to tell you, I am not. at all. So, what else we? Oh no, no. The is running for mayor of Freeport. Election is within a week. Okay. Build up items. Adventure. So, we already know each other. All right, give me one quick second. I know I did be right back earlier. I'm going to help my wife bring in the girls real quick. So I'm gonna put one more be right back up. Sorry guys. Tonight was not an ideal time to do this, I guess. But we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get this foundation here. And together we're gonna make this little campaign here. But I'll be right back, guys. All right, we back. Sorry about that. Let's see. Probably I lost everyone anyways, but no worries. We here. We here. All right. So, we got my daughter here as well. My newborn daughter. So she might make an appearance on the stream. So, we need... What do we do? We need a name for the third person, which is AKA the third pig in the story of the Three Little Pigs. I feel like this is going to evolve too. It's not just going to be that, oh, okay. She wants to say hey, guys. It's all good. Just me hanging out just for a second until everyone can get settled. But, welcome in, everyone. So, we're looking at another person's name. I think of that settled. Milestones. Thinking about like mystery-esque, maybe venturing into the forest to find clues. I think that will be good, especially my grim dark style. That's ideal for it. Maybe I'll mix in fairy tales and have them run into a red-hooded individual. So, but let's see, about 45 more minutes, and then we'll call it a day. Okay. Let's do this. And then, all right, got that. Okay, so what are we thinking about for the last prince's name? Any kind of name, let's throw it in the chat. Let's get something from the chat here. What are we thinking, people? What are we thinking? All right. Alice, maybe? No. Got little baby cues in the background, everyone. Hopefully you like kids. If not, you're going to hate this, especially if you're in headphones. There's little baby cues in the background. Let's see. We'll be thinking here. This last person's name. For the big bad wolf. All right, I'll go ahead. Not getting any traction to me trying to ask, so. Reginald? Reynolds. Yeah. Reynolds? Leonels. There we go. Leon. Leon Olds. There we go. Elf. Elder. Former mayor. of Freeport. One of his days out within Freeport, seen as an advisor most within the town. Some he is seen as grumpy, all the elf stuck in his ways. Let's see here. I think that's good. Maybe just do Leon. Homage to my buddy Greg. I know I said one name and another. There's more to that story, but we're not here for that. Let me see here. Thinking here, guys. Okay. All right, welcome in everyone. I am a mediocre forever DM. Currently we're planning out a campaign that I'm doing for people for free. I say that because I am a professional DM. I kind of say that. I'm signed up for it and haven't really had a first session just yet. But I am creating this campaign, and I'm going to be running it for free for people. If you are interested in having your first D&D session, I'd be more than happy to run that campaign for you. I'm doing 3 tables, 3 people each. I will repost the Google form if you are interested to be able to see that. If you want to, just say hey inside of chat. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any ideas or any stories about D&D or questions about D&D, we're more than happy to be able to help out with that as well. Just looking up something here. All right. Okay. So we are making a small D&D campaign here. Okay. All right, so again, if you are interested in doing this campaign to be your first time, please, I don't know. I want to keep you guys in here because I have the most people I've ever had and watching me, so that's amazing. But if you are interested in doing that, sadly, I would say please look away, mute me, do something like that. because I'm going to get into swerves here. These swerves could be insanely predictable, or they're going to be labyrinths of specific things happening. So we shall see what it comes out to be. First and foremost, person in the town is a werewolf. Easy, predictable. First campaign. Maybe that's not as predictable as I think, but there is that. The big bad wolf is being controlled. This leads up to a second campaign if the players want to do it. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Hey, how's it going? I was going to attempt to read your name, but I was going to massacre it. We'll call you UT. UTB. How are you doing this evening? All right. What else can we do here? So some of these are predictable. These are what I do. What I like to do is brain dump. So brain dump anything and everything into your campaign plan, and then be able to flesh it out. Delete is always easier than coming up with new ones. You're doing good. Awesome. Welcome to the stream. The stream is semi-new, so kind of everyone's a little bit new. The fact that I have 20 people here is kind of awesome. So, well, loving having you. Hey, how's it going? As always, since I do have a bump in people, sorry for the door in the background. I have the loudest doors in my house in the world, but a spur of people. Remember, always like to have a follow or anything like that. So please, if you want to, go ahead and leave a follow itself. If you guys do, it will also test out and see if my alerts are working. So that is going to be fun. The fact that I need to test that out is kind of sad, isn't it, right? Actually, let me make sure I got it on, huh? So, docs. But all right. We'll find out. Oh, thank you for the follow. UTB. Happy little GM. And I'm gonna massacre these. I should be good at names because I'm a dungeon master. That's always the stereotypical thing, right? But Famida, KBM, thank you much for the follow. I just turned my alerts on, so hopefully they should be working. If not, we'll dive into that, but I'll still give you the shout out. So, but Famida, doing pretty good. How about yourself this evening? And happy little GM. Have you? Thank you. Let's see here. Well, thank you. Like the fact that my chat is actually interacting with me. I've done numerous ones with just no interaction whatsoever, so this is awesome. But thank you very much for that. Hey, happy little GM. Does the GM stand for Game Master, or is that just coincidental by topic of my stream? Oh, awesome. Just run Dungeons and Dragons, or yeah, same. Yeah. So this, just to give you a kind of heads up, since we have a lot of new people in here, I call myself a mediocre forever DM. My name is Josh. I am a DM for over 8 years. I can kind of round it up to 10 years. I played for 2 years on and off, but honestly, probably only played 2 or 3 times during those 2 years. But I really into actually the same thing that Happy Little GM's into. I love world building. I love tabletop role playing games. I'm really versed into 5e 2014. I am getting into 2021 as well as Daggerheart. I will be having a stream this weekend of me diving into Daggerheart, kind of almost page by page. Hopefully not exactly that in depth. I feel like that would be insanely boring. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm building a campaign for people who have never played D&D before. On TikTok, I invited 3 tables. So I have 3 players, 3 tables. What I'm doing is I'm inviting people who have expressed that they want to play D&D and never really had a place to play it or get involved. So I'm making a small campaign with a small world on Legend Keeper that they can have a campaign in. So. Okay. For Discord, yeah. Yep. Let's see. Let's get this going. So that's kind of the gist of what I'm doing here. I am trying to get. There we go. Trying to get a community in of tabletop role playing people, and I saw that there was a gap. The gap was people were trying to get into TTRPGs and weren't able to do it. So this is my attempt to get people more into it, and that is a horrendous song. I apologize for everyone's ears. Scotland has no part to do with this right now. But I am trying to bridge that gap itself. So, did I make that map? I wish I did. That map is from ChatGTP. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy about that. I don't have enough money to make pay a person to make maps every single time. If you ever want me to walk you through how to do that in ChatGTP, I can do that. It literally took me 7 minutes of editing and everything like that. Now, these pins are from Legend Keeper. The reason I like Legend Keeper is you can click into them. If I edit this and I actually make it a link, so if you make it a link to Predu's house, I can update it, and then it will actually open up and I can put notes in there. So I can run everything off of that. Yeah, ChatGTP is amazing. I have built prompts for myself in ChatGTP just to make it a little easier and a little faster. I can't show my Jack TTP on stream, mainly for the fact that I also use it for work. And if I go over all my work stuff on here, I will suddenly become a full-time Twitch streamer. And with my 20 viewers right now, not going to be able to pay my bills. So, but Legend Keeper is awesome. You can make either one of these, and then you can also make this into a wiki. So I can publish this on the web, and then they will be like the people playing the game will actually be able to go in here and utilize it like a wiki. They'll be able to see this map with these pins, be able to click into them, get the information. And then I can also select what they're going to be able to see and not be able to see. So very good, useful tool. I am transitioning currently from Obsidian to Legend Keeper myself. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I'm not sponsored by them by any means, but I will put the link in here for you. So now that's not to say that I'm not trying to be sponsored by them. 100% I am. So as soon as I get sponsored, I'll have an affiliate link and go forward from there. But as of now, they are not paying me to say good things about them. Let's see. All right. All right, so let's get back to Three Little Pig campaign. I'm going to rename it because I don't want them to realize this is Three Little Pigs. So I'm going to make, if you're up to it, have a little GM. You're going to be my helper here, trying to make this campaign for these new TTRPG novices. So, three main people we have, which is the three pigs. So you have Mary Beth, Predu, and Leon. You try to give them each a quirk. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. So, and I'm also trying to give a political struggle in this as well, which is the fact that there is an election coming up. Not trying to get too political in it, but it's just going to be a fun election of a gnome against maybe a dwarf, maybe something like that. And it's going to be a red herring. Nothing's going to be about it or anything like that, but it's going to be a red herring to get the attention away. So let's get more information. So we're going to zoom out, so therefore we can get more information on the screen. So everyone, thank you for the follows. I apologize that my alerts weren't working, but again, that's the new streamer issues, I guess. But no, thank you very, very much. I seeked out to get 10 followers. I'm already at 7, so I'm happy I logged on tonight and happy we have all these new friends. And if anybody is interested in maybe joining a TTRPG game, I will link the form below in the Twitch chat. So if you are interested, just fill that out and you save your spot there. And happy little GM, if you want to join a campaign on that, by all means, fill that out. Just tell me who you are. I'll get you on one of them because I do want to have some experienced players in there as well. So again, no catch. I'm just running 3-hour sessions for 3 tables for 3 people who just want to play D&D. So we're going to start from the top. I got the build up. I'm going to be having a session 0 to build out goals of each player. And then we are also going to have session. Where are we at? Artifacts, such as scene, conversation, myth, location, scene. So we're gonna have this, which is gonna be renamed to table 1, player, characters, race, class. So table 1, duplicate, just this page, rename. So I'm going to be running 3 tables. Table 2, 3. Well, we'll just do it out of order because I fat fingered that. Oh, let me do that. Duplicate just this page. Rename. Cool. All right. So if anybody's not played D&D, just throw it a sad emoji inside the chat. Get your view on D&D or tabletop role-playing games, and I'll let them know why you haven't been able to play. All right. Okay. Okay. What are swerves should we do? So this is technically the gist of what I have so far is they're going to be part of a going into a town, realizing that there is an election going on. And then in the night, there are mysterious, either missing people, missing cattle, or just howling in the night. So my thought process is to be more of like a mystery style. They can do a stakeout, venture into the forest to find clues. Those are the milestones, but for like the swerves, there's a person in town who's a werewolf. The big bad wolf is being controlled. This leads into a second campaign if players want to continue to do it. And the big bad wolf is attacking for blah item, which was stolen from him. So those are the ones just off my head. Like I said, this is more of a brain dump to get all the information in front of me. Like I've said before, it is always easier to delete than it is to create. So if you are trying to world build or anything like that, brain dumping is your best friend. Just get the information out, get it out on a piece of paper, get it in front of you. It's the best thing you can do, no matter what. Let's see. All right. Anybody in chat have an idea for a swerve milestone or anything like that? Or just a left field and they want to make an NPC in here, just have it in there for giggles. Let's see. Okay. Yes. So who or what? Because I'm not going to inform them that it's anything up front. This is going to be a full them trying to figure it out. Main reason is I'm trying to come up with a campaign that utilizes as many skill rolls as possible. I do not want this to be a combat heavy campaign, being that it is their first D&D session that they have had. Awesome question. Happy little GM. So, Fenris also is a homebrewed god I made. So, it is a god of primal. Yes. So, the big bad wolf is going to be the almighty, the BBEG, because this is the one shot. So, but is he the bad guy? It's always in D&D. What is the motive? They're going to be going off surface level situations and maybe find example like the swerve. He's attacking for an item that was stolen from him, and then discovering that someone in town, maybe Predu the gnome, was hiding it from him, or Predu the gnome went out and got this item and had them attack, and now he's utilizing the attacks because of the election to go against the other person. So, and I see pigs. This is not as I just wanted 3 main characters, and I had a wolf, so I was just going off of that. So NPC 1, NPC 2, NPC 3. So I'm literally making this campaign from ground up. There is no already solidified direction that I have right now. And I'm going to be running this game 3 times. So, possible to have some sort of other group that is taking things because the big buffalo is just threatening them. It's taking things. Ah. So instead of a person, it's a group. Am I understanding that correctly? Oh, I like that. Yeah. You know, one of the things, bad guys sort of group. They are only bad because the big bad wolf is threatening them. 3 pigs threatened by the big bad wolf. I'm all for making pig people. So, it'll be very difficult for me not to call them Harry, Larry, and Joe. All right, let's see. And Mo, not Joe, Mo. Pig folk. Ready them. So you're on the side that wants to make the big bad wolf not the big bad wolf, and he's just acting out because of an action, and it's adventurers need to seek out that answer. Yeah. Play into 3 little pigs even more. Oh yeah, already right here. So big bad wolf notes. There we go. Gust of air attack. Already leaning into that. Me and you in the same wavelength. Happy little GM. Okay. So some good swerves. Milestones. Okay. Oh, okay. So in essence, have two villains. Or we can have the 3 little pigs guilty of stealing from the barracks. Yeah. So we can have them stealing weapons from the barracks because they're trying to defend off the big bad wolf. Kind of like that. Yeah. Okay, I dig that. That gives a hook. So I am for that. Samesies. So let's go here. Larry. We're just going to do this. Larry, Jerry, Barry, the pigs. So let's go to our map. Where's some 3 houses next to each other? Boom. So have them up there, which is actually really good. It's easy pickings to get them. So this is leaning more. Yep, that is always relative. Good call out. Okay, so Mary Beth's in that house. We're gonna do farm. Mary Beth's farmland. It's gonna be wrong. Okay. Yep, I like that. So So hook, huts, town. So we should have our characters. Adventurers are hired to find out whom was stealing from the barracks. They are hired from the current mayor. That's NPC 4. Current mayor. Have you heard of the 5-room dungeon method? I'd like to use that for one-shots. I do too. However, what I'm going to be doing here isn't really a dungeon. It's more town, and here we'll go to the map so I can kind of show you the thought process. So they're going to be entering into the town. This is a super fast forward and super linear. So of course they can take any avenue that they want to. It's going to be theater of the mind if they want to venture out into the forest. That's very true. You can't adapt it for not a dungeon. That's a good point. Touche, sir. I was thinking about doing a hex crawl if they wanted to venture out into the forest, making a kind of foresty hex crawl where if they do it at night, then they can be hunted by the wolf. Oh yeah, I love the structure of it. So what I was going to get to is like in my other campaigns, that's what I did. I had a BBEG fight where I did a 5-room dungeon, and the 5-room dungeon was really well structured. However, it took almost 2 sessions, and each session were 4 hours each because I had so much going on in each of the rooms because it was the BBEG. That was a 3-year plus campaign that I ran. We almost played every single week for 2 to 3 hours each week. So it needed an epic ending. So I love the 5-room dungeon. I've used 5-room dungeons in like just going through castles. I've used it going through towers and everything like that. So it doesn't have to be dungeon or even inside. It can be an exterior exploration as well. A hex crawl can give that ability as well of if I want them to be hunted. So I can play, if they move, then the wolf moves after they move into a hex. So then they can roll to see if they do anything, hear anything, perception, see anything, or anything like that. And I can literally have like the wolf walking around them. Yeah. So exterior wise, when you have elements around you, hex crawl is really, really good. The reason a 5-room dungeon works really, really well is because a dungeon you're moving forward in and you're hitting levels, opposed to a hex crawl, you have adapting items happening around you. Let's see. All right. And if you haven't, let's see here. think I'm gonna... Yeah. So, but back to this, the reason we're here. Let's see. So, I'm going to be building this until 9 my time, which is Central. So we got a half hour more. I think we're getting a good foundation that I can build on. One thing that I'm going to say here, what I'm also going to do is when I run this campaign, I am going to be running Archivist, and I'll be publishing all of my notes. I'll put a link in my Twitch after it's done. I'm not live streaming those D&D campaigns, but that way everyone can tell how it happened, what the players did, and everything like that. It gives a great summary. So if you guys are looking for a really good AI tool to get notes for your sessions and everything like that, please look at archivist.ai. Not sponsored again, but I actually have been helping out with the devs over items. They got really cool items they're doing. Let's see. So, let's see, campaigns. This is a really cool tool. Characters. We'll just do that. This guy. So I can do a AI image. I have an image for them, but where is it? I'm not going to bore you guys to death, but you can actually build once you integrate everything. Because I haven't integrated everything. I was lazy about it. You can build little character cards. They look really cool. They look like I'm not going to say the quality of Magic the Gathering, the detail on them, but they have that. I have mentioned what it is. So happy you said that. Happy little GM, because less is more. So what I do is I utilize these 2 tools as well as, we'll see, Roll20, right? And these are all the tools that I have. Well, except for D&D Beyond, just because of the ease of everything. So these are all my tools, right? So this gives me recap. When I go on the recap, let's see. What I like is that this is the last session I did. I go in here. And I haven't done this for the last one, so I need to do that before this weekend, before we have our next session. I can go into characters. So these are all NPCs. I can copy and paste these into here. So if we just make one for Fenris, and he is just gonna make a page. So Fenris, he's an NPC. What I would normally do is NPC Fenris, or I can do this. Creature, and then it has that icon. So we'll do that. Delete. Now how to do that. So session, this is just me BSing, right? Session 1 notes of Fenris. I go over here, I can copy, and here are all the notes that Archivist AI had that I did for Fenris. So Fenris is a towering figure, approximately 8 feet tall, with a thick fur-covered body, sharp claws, and a long twitching tail. He embodies rage, exuding an aura that invokes fear and respect. Fenris can manipulate shadows and light, creating an intimidating atmosphere. Fenris attempted to tempt Lily to embrace her rage and join his pack. So this was the theme of my last session. I did a cinematic fight here where Lily was actually being resurrected, but she was in a coma-like state, fighting off Fenris and visions. And then Fenris's minions, these spectral, I can't talk today, my gosh, undead wolves attacked, attempting to get the person who was doing the resurrection. They had to survive 6 to 10 rounds of these wolves attempting to fight. And then when the wolves realized they weren't able to do that, they started to down people and then drag them out of the temple. And she awoke, and then that's where we ended that session. And now the next session is going to pick up where Lily can then actually help. But now the wolves aren't focus firing on them. They're attempting to go everywhere else. And then as soon as they get them out, let's see, kill that, zoom out. They're going to be pulling, or I can do this. They're going to be here, pulling the bodies that way. And this is an actually edge of a cliff. So they're going to be trying to attempting to throw them off of the cliff. So, yeah, I was going for more of a video game-esque cinematic fight. I had a brief talk with the player of Lily to make sure that they were okay of pretty much sitting out the whole first part of the battle. I told them at the end of the battle they would be able to be in. What was really cool is we didn't script anything. Based on Lily's interactions with Fenris is based what happened with the lair action. If she resisted correctly and did the right rolls, then everyone got a bonus on the group. If she didn't and got bad rolls, then either the group get a negative effect or the wolves get a positive effect. So it made everyone really in depth and like listening into the interaction. People weren't just scrolling through TikTok during that interaction because it wasn't their turn, quote unquote. They were listening because they knew cues were coming from there about what was going to be happening to their player and their character. So, but I kind of jumped around everywhere. I apologize about that, but it was a really, really fun session. I'm looking forward to the next part. I'll probably be doing the final prep for this Saturday or Sunday. Prepping for it, so I'll be doing that live here. And I'm really excited for the next one because they're going to be getting into the evil town of Kuro afterwards. Oop, apologize for my dog in the background. It's fitting though, because I'm talking about wolves and everything, right? Let's see. So, but as I was saying, yeah. As I was saying previously, that's why I only try to use 2 or 3 tools. So my VTT is one tool. My note taking is another tool, and my note keeping is another tool. That is all you need. People have so many tools that they utilize, and it can get overwhelming, very much so. So my advice to you for Happy Little GM, get 3 tools that you like, make sure they can be utilized together, and if you find that ambiance, we'll say, that balance of tools, you'll be able to really take it to the next level. So like I say, I go in here, I copy and paste every single thing over. I haven't done that for my last session, but I know I don't have to do it instantaneously because I have this. The session summary was ready for me before I was done cleaning my desk up after the session. So I copied and pasted that right to the Discord of all of my players. So they were able to read it right then and there. And then when as we run a game every 2 weeks, they're able to run right back to that and go over there. The summary right here, this is through Archivist AI. It listens. It has a, let me see here. Let's see if I can show you. Do you run your games through Discord? Or do you do live? Mostly live? Cool. So you can actually record. Let's see. Yeah. Boom. So you can use those recordings and actually implement them in here. New session. That's what I was looking for. So you can do a text upload. You can do an audio upload. You can either do play by post here, or you can do a live recording. This is what I do. So it's all via Discord. And it joins in and it goes off of the recording that it pulls from Discord, which is really, really cool, easy to use. I do one command before I start and then bounce out. No, you're fine. I love talking about them. I love talking about these tools. I think they're really, really cool. So it's perfectly fine. I honestly jumped on here just to be able to get this foundation. I got that taken care of. So I'm cool to talk about whatever. So but you have your audio upload right here. You set the upload audio file. You'll be good to go. I also did a surface level recap on this on my YouTube, which I'll post. Yeah, check out my video on YouTube. I'm not trying to be a cheap plug, but it does a little bit of justice. I had to re-upload my video because the first one audio was trash. Hopefully audio was better this time for this one. Let's see. All right, so there you go. So that's a direct link to the video that I posted about that. So trust me, talking about these tools and everything like that, I'm all for. Don't apologize going down the rabbit hole and like this. I'm all for it. So if I didn't want to talk about it, I'd have this bad boy in the under monitor, right? So you're A-okay. And I just blinded everyone. I apologize about that, everyone. I try to keep everything dark mode when I have in front of you. All right. All right. Well, we're just going to hang out real quick for the next like 13 minutes itself. So not going to be too crazy. Let me get, that's Fenris. We're going to do this for now. Oh, I didn't save them. Ah. All right. I'll do that in a minute. Okay. Cool. But no, we'll use the last like 12 minutes. I just want to say I'm greatly appreciative. I've never had more than 5 people in my video, much less upwards almost 20. So I am greatly appreciative of everyone spending their time listening to me ramble about a game, about imagination and math rocks. So I always tell people I'm just a mediocre forever DM, just trying to give away all the information I have. I am very active on TikTok, trying to get more active on Instagram. But thank you for coming in here. I do greatly appreciate it. We're going to hang out for another 10 minutes or so. And then I'm going to call it a night and help the wifey out and get all the kiddos. Yeah. Cheers to the forever DM. Ain't that the truth? However, after being a DM and a forever DM for so long, when I try to be a player, I am so spoiled by playing everyone that when I have to focus on one character, I find myself getting bored very quickly unless it's a super engaging campaign. I'm not saying other DMs aren't good. It just has to be super engaging to me. If it's a heavy combat-based campaign, I'm most likely not going to be all in. So, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want another DM to hate me. Or I would have to do so much prep work to make sure I had all the stats and everything. In my home campaign, I have a newer player. He decided to be a druid. I tried to talk him out of it. He was hell-bent on it. More power to him. And he just doesn't have all the stuff prepared on him like that, which is perfectly fine. But he's getting a true crash course on D&D and the depths of having notes and everything like that. He goes, I'm going to shapeshift into this. I'm like, cool. And then I hit him. And I go, what's your AC? And he goes, oh, no. And he has to look everything up. So, druids are really, really cool, but it is difficult to play a druid 24/7 like that. Now, it does seem like I've been kind of taking happy little GM out for a date here talking about D&D, which is always awesome. But just wanted to open it up. Anybody else has any question about D&D and possibly looking to get into it, even a Dragonheart or anything like that? I'm more happy to have a conversation about that as well. And I haven't done much with it, but we are going to I'm going to be doing a lot of edits on this, but this is my Discord server. I'm going to be doing a lot of edits, therefore I'm really want to get a good community of TTRPG. You'll be the first people that I'm inviting, so when you go in there, it's going to be desolate. Please understand that. But it's going to be something that I'm going to be growing over time. This is also where I'm going to be running the 3 new player games out of. So a lot of traffic hopefully will be going through there. But if you guys want to stay in contact, talk tabletop role-playing games, just want to learn more about tabletop role-playing games, please just go ahead. Oh, hey, it worked. Mariah, I'm going to say Mariah David. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. How are you? Yep, greatly appreciated. Good, good. So, um, kind of at the top of the hour, I always do a reintroduction of myself. If you are new on Twitch, yes, I am very, very new. Long time lurker, new time streamer. Use cliche radio talking head phrases. Yeah, very, very new. I mean, yeah, yes. That's why D&D exists, to tune it out. So yes, I am. I'm working on a campaign and kind of pivoted away. Happy little GM and I got kind of talking about tools that we're using. But I'll kind of do my elevator pitch for myself. I am a mediocre forever DM. I'm just gonna be streaming about world building, campaign prep, and just overall game master building itself. So I am preparing a what kind of character are you? I'm actually being the dungeon master or game master. So I am the end all be all on the world, is what I say. So I'm building a world that on TikTok I invited upwards of 9 people to join. I'm doing 3 games, 3 people each that can join in if they've never played TTRPGs before. I'm going to be offering to help them learn the ropes of Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition, 2014, and give them an opportunity to play. Maybe bring some, random people together. Some of my most in-depth, most personal relationships have been through D&D, with friends and everything like that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I got 1 table full. I got another one working on that, and I posted the video not even 3 days ago. So, it is coming together very, very quickly. If it does take more traction, which it looks like it is, I haven't checked recently, but if it keeps doing the traction, I've already asked some other small creators on TikTok that are dungeon masters to be able to join. Oh, heck yeah. Let me get my form so I can get that information, and you can more than happy to have you join. That'd be great. Let's see. So if you just go to that Google form, yeah, of course, of course. I will say that these are all. I don't, and I want to be transparent and be brutally honest. I myself am not trying to put too much money into these games because they are just being free. I'm not asking for any money or anything like that. If they want to have characters drawn, that's perfectly up to them. I will never, ever ask people to draw for free. It takes time, takes skill, takes ability. So I always want to tell people, if you feel or if you are charging for money for any of your art, continue to charge for that. Don't do anything for free. I greatly appreciate the gesture, but I always tell people, make sure that you are getting what you're worth. I myself am trying to be a pro DM. I'm taking the risk of doing free games for people. But that's why I'm doing this Google form, because I want to make sure I'm doing it for people who either A, want to help players and help new players get into the hobby, or people who want to get into the hobby at all. So, yeah, it's people asking. My pet peeve is this: people asking, "Oh, I will put your handle on it. Don't worry, and to share it with our friends, with 3 friends. No, people deserve to be paid for the art that they do. It takes time. That's why, if I see here, oh, cool. Yeah, I wish I had any kind of artistic ability in drawing. I do not. So that's super cool. But also, at 9 o'clock, so in 2 minutes, guys, I'm going to be calling it a night. I need to get my daughters in bed. I will, however, be on this weekend. So I do greatly appreciate all the follows, hanging out. Let's see here. Well, how about this? If you are willing, we'll figure out something. Join my Discord. I'll send you a message via Discord itself, and we'll figure something out. Again, I don't like people doing anything for free, so I'll have to figure something out. But I'm being diligent and not putting money toward these games or anything like that. So mainly because my wife will assassinate me. Happy little GM. No, thank you for the time you've done and interacting in the chat. You made tonight 10 times better just talking. So I know you think you hijacked the stream. I think you made it. So thank you very much for being interactive. Greatly appreciated. Yeah. If you want to join the Discord link that I sent above, if you have that, I think you joined right. Your first chat was right after that. So tell me if you have that. And if you don't, I'll send it again. But the Discord link is above. If you are diligent of wanting that, I can possibly see something if you can get there. Nah, I haven't done that yet. I'm super noob. Touche. There. It looks like it worked with the command, right? All right. Well, folks, I'm going to go to bed here. And well, not me. I'm going to get these kids to bed. So I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time, Mariah. Thank you very much, Happy Little GM, and everyone else lurking in the back. Greatly appreciate it. I know this isn't a fast pace. Oh, welcome to the server. Thank you much. I'll send you a message so we can figure this out. But if you want, okay, if you want to follow me for more D&D items, I always do tips on TikTok and everything like that. You can follow me. It's at not Joshua, but zeros instead of O's. I post there the most. I also have stuff on Instagram. I know this is a giant plug for everything that I'm doing, but I'm more than happy to get all that information out to you, anybody who wants it. So again, thank you very much for everyone stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you very much for anybody active in the chat, and thank you for anybody who is lurking, and big thanks for every single person for the follows and everything like that. So have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you very much, and keep rolling.